Bully shoves a black girl at prom. She shocked everyone with what she did next. Before we dive in this story, hit the comments and tell us your city or country. Let's see how far this story reaches. If you like the video, please subscribe. The music was loud. The lights were glowing and everyone was dancing, except her. Amira stood at the edge of the prom floor in her handmade dress, watching others swirl past like she didn't exist. That is until someone shoved her. Laughter followed. A popular girl smirked. "Oops, didn't see you there." The room paused. Whispers started. But Amira didn't cry. She didn't run. Instead, she stepped onto the stage, and what she did next made the entire room fall silent. No one would ever forget. That night, watch until the end. Amira was quiet, artistic, and often overlooked. A senior at a predominantly white prep school, she was used to being excluded until she won a scholarship based on a poem she'd written about identity. She designed her prom dress, hand-stitched fabric and African patterns blended with elegance and grace. It wasn't flashy, but it was hers. While other girls arrived in limos, Amira walked in alone. Heads turned, not out of admiration, but judgment. Whispers filled the room. She smiled anyway. She had worked hard to be there. But midway through the night, the queen of the popular crowd, Kayla, brushed past her, knocking her off balance. The crowd laughed. Amira stared at the floor, then looked up, not at Kayla, but at the microphone left on stage from the DJ's announcements. She walked up, calm, quiet, determined. The crowd wasn't ready for what was coming next. She took the mic. No music. No lights. Just her. Amira's voice was low at first. She cleared her throat and began to speak, not yell, about what it's like to feel invisible in your school, how it feels to walk through hallways where no one learns your name, but memorizes your silence. She spoke about the power of culture, her ancestors, her hair and her skin, and how she learned to survive in classrooms that didn't see her. Then her voice grew stronger. She told the room how the dress she wore was inspired by women who marched, sewed, and dreamed when no one believed they could. And then she sang, a quiet, powerful gospel song that rose and filled the gym with something no one expected: truth. Some laughed at first, but one by one silence fell. Even Kayla froze. Teachers stood. Parents lowered their phones. The air shifted. By the time Amira finished, tears were falling. From students who never knew, from teachers who never asked, and from classmates who finally saw the girl they'd ignored for 4 years. And just like that, the punchline of a joke became the soul of the night. When she stepped down, the room was still. Then someone clapped, then another, until the entire gym echoed with applause. The principal walked up and asked her to come back to the mic. There, on the spot, he announced a new annual scholarship in her name for students who turn pain into power. Amira didn't smile out of pride. She smiled out of freedom. "Kayla?" She walked out, head down. No words were needed. In 5 minutes, the weird girl in the handmade dress had transformed the whole room, not with revenge, with voice. Amira went viral. Someone posted the speech, the song. Her words spread like wildfire across social media. However, the most significant change occurred at her school. A new spoken word club launched. Students began sharing stories. Teachers began listening differently. And every prom after that, one student would step up to the mic, not to perform, but to speak the truth. All because one girl refused to be quiet when mocked. All because one black girl didn't back down when pushed. She didn't fight back with fists. She rose, with purpose. And the question she left behind still echoes today. How many voices are we still trying to silence because we're too afraid to hear the truth? Let us know your city and country in the comments. Share this if you believe dignity speaks louder than hate. Take care.